Hey, Calais, how are you? David Florence from the South Florida Sun Sentinel and also former Miami Hurricane as well. Welcome back to Miami.
Like it, appreciate it.
That's right. To start off, what are your memories of playing for Miami in college? You were part of the last bunch of Canes that actually played in the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, a lot of great memories. It was a great place to go to school. Really enjoyed, just my whole time here. It's crazy. My first time on campus was 20 years ago, coming up on 20 years ago in the fall. So wow, time flies. But I'm happy to still be playing football. This is a dream of mine since I was, since I can remember. Love every bit about the game. I'm really lucky enough. I've been a fan that's lucky enough to play it. So, but my time at the U was special. That fraternity that you have when you go to the school there is, it's second to none. And we always kind of, you get that love from the city at a high level, but you also know like being a Dolphin is like another level, not just in the city, just turns it up a little bit. So all these years later, it's kind of cool to become a Dolphin.
Yeah, since then, you played in the Super Bowl as a rookie with the Cardinals, but haven't been back since. You've gotten close, but haven't been back. What makes you feel this Dolphins team can compete for Super Bowl and maybe be the ones to get you back to that final game?
Yeah, that's a big reason why I signed here because I feel like there's a really good opportunity here. Very talented team, all over the field, both offense and defense. And when you go through the roster and just who you have, you just see so many people that I feel like if we can play together and really build that team chemistry you need, we'll be a force to be reckoned with. And really like the coaching staff. I mean, Anthony Weaver is a guy that I'm very familiar with, a lot of respect for, and he's a big reason, that I really believe in this team because I know the kind of work ethic he has, and just kind of man he is. And I think that this defense is going to be a very top, which I don't want to go too crazy, but it's going to be a really good defense.
All right, thank you.
Omar?
What's up, class? Question for you. What keeps you playing at this stage, at this level? I mean, obviously, and how much did you think about retirement, or you just knew you were always going to play this season?
Uh, I thought about it. I don't think I thought about it for very long, though. It was one of those things. I mean, the last like maybe 3 or 4 years, I go through the season, kind of like just with everything I have and try to empty the tank so that if I want to retire at the end of the year, I feel like there's, like I can go out and I feel like I gave football everything I had. But once the season was over, I felt pretty healthy. Everything was feeling too good. It's like, man, you playing football at a high level still, like, why not do it one more time? And going through that process and just trying to figure out, like, if I really want to do it, really became down to like just with the family, talking to the wife and kids, all my other like support, team, just people that I value, just in my immediate family. And I mean, it really came down to do I want to go through the process of what it takes to be good at it again? Because physically, in the desire, the love for the game has never left, not even a little bit. Obviously, there was a time where I was a lot more fast and athletic, but I'm still pretty athletic and still can get the job done on the football field. I had to learn to use other parts of my game, bring in a lot more strength part, but I still have enough finesse and everything else. I got a full arsenal of tools. But what keeps me going though is a love for the game. Love for the game is number one. I really am just like a true fan that's lucky enough to play it. And when I talk to guys that are younger, they're like, "Man, why you still do it?" And it's like, because I love it. I'm still good at it. I don't want to suck at it though. That's for sure. And so, like, if I ever feel like my play is dropping, I can't be that guy. I can't still deliver in big moments. Then it'd be time to hang it up. But as of right now, I feel like, towards the end of last year, I was playing the best ball of the season, and, I just want to go through that process of considering, like shutting it down just from the standpoint of I know what it takes to be good at it, but, I've already been paying the price, going through that whole process. And so I'm excited that I got this opportunity to go out there and put my hand in the pile and try to go to the end of the year. But there is also that level of like, I mean, I haven't had a chance to playing that big game since my rookie year. And, coming to a team like this, I feel like there's an opportunity there, and obviously, everybody feels like they have opportunity to host that Lombardi Trophy right now. I mean, all 32 teams are competing with the mindset that they can be the team. And, and it's hard, right? I've been playing for a long time, and I feel like I had some teams that were worthy of it, and we didn't get there. We didn't get it done. And so, like, it has to be more than that, because, but that is a big part of it, is believing that this team has a chance. And I believe that I can help, given who I am today, I can bring a lot of value.
And what about your relationship with Weaver and understanding of this defense? How much was that a selling point for Miami?
Huge, huge. Because I definitely had quite a few teams interested, and I feel like the main reason why I wanted to come here was because I really believe in who Anthony Weaver is as a coach, and in our relationship. We talked a lot during the process, and just knowing that, like, he knows like what I'm capable of doing. He understands my mind and how, like, I see the game, and he trusts me. And at this point in time in my career, every time you build relationships, you have to kind of reestablish trust. You have new people that you're interacting with. They got to kind of get to know you, who you are. Now, because of my pedigree and how long I've been in the league, it happens usually fast. But with somebody like Coach Weave, he knows, like, like, I'm never going to try to hurt the team. I'm always going to be in position to try to, like, do what's best for the team. But I take calculated risks sometimes, and like, try, play with different techniques sometimes. But everything is calculated, and so we have those conversations on, like, when we were working together in Baltimore, of, like, this is how I want to play it this week. It was never like some spur of the moment, just do what you feel. Every once in a while, you trust your instincts, whatever. But most of the time, it was calculated, it was planned, and but that belief and trust that he's going to allow me to do the things I know are going to make me be successful, and this team to be successful.
Thank you.
Adam?
Hey, Calais, it's Adam Bees with Pro Football Network. First of all, welcome back to South Florida. I think it was Wink Martindale in 2020 that called you the best 5 technique in football. Do you think that is still accurate? And what does it take to be an elite 5 technique in this league?
Yeah, Coach Martindale, great man. But yeah, he used to always tell me, it's like, when God created the football game and he created the 5 technique position, he drew you up perfectly for it, all the time. And I feel like I can play any position, right? Like, I can go down left, right, one technique, 2-eye, 3, 4-eye, 5. I can play all through the 9. I can play any position. I don't like standing up. That's, but hand in the dirt, I can play any position on D-line. And I take great pride in doing that at a high level. I think that's, probably what makes me unique. But where I feel the strongest and best at is in that 5. And so I do think he's right. And, I still think I'm pretty dominant in that 5, especially in the run game. Like, you give me, tell me to set the edge, like, you're not running that ball. I take great pride in making sure that you're not going to run the ball, in my gap or towards me at all. I also feel like, especially when it comes to studying the game and understanding what tendencies are and what teams can do from different formations, it allows me to be a little more aggressive and take some chances and make some plays that I'm not supposed to make as well. But the plays I'm supposed to make in that 5 technique, yeah, it's 100%. You're not running. Something got to happen. Something was off. Something happened. But it's just I take great pride in being one of the best. Run stopping 5 techniques to ever play this game. And I still think I got a lot of juice in the pass rush world too. So it's kind of a good mix. But yes, to answer your question, I still think I'm very dominant in the 5 technique.
A quick follow-up, if I may. Do you think you'll play the shade at all here? Do you think you'll play inside much, or is it largely defensive end?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna play all over the place. Yes, we haven't really talked about, like, how they want to use me, but just knowing Weave and his mindset, we're gonna move around a little bit in different situations. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do in this defense as far as packages and different ways of lining up and doing things. But yes, I'd be very surprised if I don't play literally every position of the D-line at some point in time in the season, certain games.
Thanks a lot.
Mark Stallworth?
Hey, Calais, welcome back.
Thank you.
Mark Stoll with the Miami Times. As a Walter Payton Award winner, you've already demonstrated an exceptional commitment to community service and philanthropy. how do you plan to leverage the platform by your new team, which is renowned for its philanthropic efforts and to further enhance your impact to your community initiatives?
Yeah, I mean, usually when you go to a new team, you got to kind of like learn the city, learn all the markets and stuff. So it's kind of it's hard to kind of just get established right away and doing stuff in the community because you got to learn like who to help and where they're at. But because I'm in the city that I know, so I'm so familiar with, I definitely plan to do a lot. I've already been talking. I mean, I just signed and I've already been talking. When this process was going about, about what team I can go towards when I decided to come here. That was part of the process, though, is knowing that I can do a lot of stuff in the community here. I already have a lot of connections and a lot of places. I already done so many things, so it's going to be it's definitely something I'm looking forward to doing. Trying to help the community any way I can, and just being a good beacon in the community to help just grow as a whole. So I take great pride in the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. That's something that it's probably my most prized possession from sports. Trying to live up to that name and live up to the people who come before me and the people that come after. I definitely take great pride in that, and I want to do a lot of community.
Follow up to as you continue your Hall of Fame caliber career, what excites you the most about your quest for your first championship?
I mean, honestly, I feel like I don't really try to fall in love with the result. I just go through the process. So my mindset is like I can't control at the end of the year if I'm gonna be a champion or not, but I can prepare like a champion. I can work like a champion. I can, lead like a champion. I can definitely be a guy that is championship worthy. And so my mindset is come to work every day, prepare every day as a guy that's worthy enough to be a champion. So if I do that, then I can live with myself. Whatever happens, happens. But I definitely think that the opportunity is here. And so when you have an opportunity, now it comes down to just putting the work in, and then whatever happens, happens. But I could definitely live with the grind. So, I'm hoping that we got it when it's all said and done, we got a chance, but the biggest thing is just get to the playoffs, and that's when the division, but I mean, it's a lot of football that has to happen, a lot of good football that has to happen, put yourself in position. And so, but a lot of that starts with just the way you prepare and the way you go through the process. So, I'm excited about the opportunity though.
Thank you.
All right, and we will close it out here with Alan Poupart.
Hold on, unmute. Okay. Hi, Calais. Welcome back to Miami. Calais, what is it about the Baltimore style defense that you really like and that makes it successful?
Well, I think one of the things that makes it like, successful is just like the amount of things you can do from it, right? Different blitz packages you can run, different people you can line up in different places. It just has a variety. And, you do ask a lot of players, they ask more of the players because you have to know a lot more. There's some playbooks out there that are very small, and, but they do a good job as coaches of, not overdoing it with trying to do everything at once, right? Game plan wise, you go into a game plan with just, whatever, 5 or 6 things that you're, going to do for the main part. And then you have your bread and butters, of course, that you can always go to. But then like the next week, you might have your complete, you might look the exact same, but you're doing completely different things. And it makes it hard on opposing offenses, when you have a veteran group that can pick up more of the playbook and you can put a little bit more in there, then you get real scary, but I think the best part about the defense though is that, you can make everything look the same and do completely different things. From a blitz standpoint, and then you can put pressure on guys for making them think you're blitzing. There's times where we're only rushing 4, but the whole line is sliding because of looks that we did in the past, and you got guys on the edge getting free sacks and stuff, and and then just like just the variety of different things you can do up front with like twists and games and different things you could do in the same blitzes, but adding different patterns that change things up. So it's just the variety that makes it special.
And a quick follow-up, if I may, totally unrelated, but what in your career so far are you most proud of?
Well, the Walter Payton Man of the Year is my number one thing from from the overall standpoint. But honestly, if you go like just past that into like my actual playing on the field, I think the other thing I'm most proud of is just helping young guys reach their full potential. Seeing some guys like Justin Matabike getting a big deal, Josh Allen getting a big deal. You know, and there's guys even, you know, before from years ago that that help, kind of develop. It's just, I take a lot of pride in sharing knowledge. You know, playing so long, you accumulate so much information, and I'm a firm believer that it shouldn't die with you. You know, share it. You know, so I try to share as much information as possible with the young guys, help them to reach their full potential. And when they go and get these big contracts, and that's a good feeling. You know, it's like, man, and I mean, they might have went and did it with or without me. That's, I mean, I'm never gonna try to take credit for something they did. They worked hard and did the work. But it does feel good knowing that I just I gave them all the knowledge I could and tried to help them develop. And people always say, you want to coach because of that. I love that kind of thing. It's like, I don't think I'll be a coach, but too time consuming. I dedicated too much time into the game, playing it, that like I don't know when I'm done with it if I want to go into that route. But I do like the feeling of helping people. I'm very service driven and helping the guys around me become better players, better men.